So what if instead fighting and proving who is right, who's the biggest, who's the smartest, who has more money, who has more achievement? Instead of that, just ask, what can I choose that will create more for all of us? Okay? Open question, open a brand new field of possibilities that can actualize differently for yourself only because you ask for it.
Welcome to the Baggage Beacon Healing Hearts and Minds podcast.
Hi, Sharona. It's wonderful to have you here on Baggage Began Healing Hearts and Minds. I'm so honored to have you on today. You live in Israel, and from the moment I first heard you speak, I fell in love with your energy and your teachings. I first discovered you on Shahar Cohen's podcast, and I immediately felt your magic right away. I bought your books. I have one book that I bought and it's already got wet and everything. I got this one as a gift this week. Thank you so much. I joined your groups and I started following everything you do. I even signed up for your courses and I couldn't stop listening to your methods, and because I found them deep, transformative, powerful, and empowering. My virtual assistant actually suggested last week that we talk about something special: relationship, the other half, soulmate, and how to straighten our relationship with people. So we thought about the perfect topic, especially before Valentine Day is coming up. Plus, in the last year, I've noticed that 50% of the clients are singles, and I absolutely love your perspective on relationships. I knew I had to share your wisdom with our listeners. So, hi, Sharona.
Hi, nice to meet you. It's really stunning to see that we are going to talk in English. I was sure we're going to talk in Hebrew, so I'm sorry. It's not going to be as fluent as you are used to hear me, okay?
I'm grateful to you speaking in any language because I listened to your other interviews in English and you were amazing. So, I'm trusting the process and I believe in your teaching. So, no matter what you say here, I'm sure it's gonna resonate with the people that are gonna listen. They're gonna get so much from you. I took a break with my husband to go to San Diego, and in between, I was listening to your course about relationships. And I have to tell you, I help people with hypnosis, energy works, other methods. Yours diving into lifetimes ago, generations ago, and healing the root cause of those issues just uh, clicks so many dots for me. And I thought you're going to be amazing here. So please, Shona, can you share a bit about yourself, your story, what led you to fascinating work, and how did you discover your gift?
So, first of all, I want to say thank you for the possibility to share. And as you know, I don't know how to say it in English, but it's like a wizard of words. Okay. So I'm not teaching you nothing that you don't already know. I facilitate you to discover what change is possible for you to receive and allow you to receive it with ease. Okay. So there is no teachers, there is no methods. I didn't invent anything. I'm just asking questions. And when we are asking questions, the knowledge, the consciousness, the awareness just appears. Okay. So I wasn't born like this. That actually, I was born very enthusiastic. Okay. But as you know, the elder people that surrounding us, very easy for them to show us that our enthusiasm is stupid or it's too much. And very soon I realized that who I am is not who they expected to receive. So, as many people, to fit in, I was born in Eilat, and then my parents moved to a kibbutz that called himself Kvutzat Schiller, okay, which means a kibbutz, which is a group, okay, of people. The name was even a group of people, and I never felt inside that group, okay? Was trying to fit in and I never found the way to fit in. And all of my life, I thought that something is wrong with me. Can you, you can relate to this kind of feeling, right? So most of my life, I didn't feel that I have somebody or somewhere to belong, or relationships, okay, or friends. And basically, I was alone and I was lonely. And I tried to prove that I can fit in for many, many years. And the effort of trying to fit in was taking it call from me, okay? I was very, now I know, I didn't know it before, but I was very, very stressed to prove that I fit in, to prove that I'm worthy. And the stress took it all from me. And I was very, very sick. And when I came to the age of 45, I chose to die. It didn't matter that I have a relationship. I felt alone in the relationship. I'm a mother of five daughters. I have a very successful architect office based on Feng Shui for the last 26 years. Anything that I achieved in my life wasn't enough for me, never. And the stress was killing me. So at the age of 45, I really chose to die. And I was, for the last time, looked for help. And for the first time in my life, I was asking for help from God. Till then, I told God I was able to do everything by myself, as I thought. And I told him, if you want to save me, now is the time. Okay. So I was invited for a very unique class of a method that I just started to practice. And I flown a week later to Stockholm to this class. And in 15 minutes of asking questions, with not touching me at all, okay, in 15 minutes, 200% of pain that I was suffering from three different problems, three different disease. In 15 minutes, 70% disappeared of the pain. And a week later, I was pain free. And now I'm 8 years pain free. And I remember a month later checking myself, touching myself, to even hurting myself, because it was unbelievable for me to live life with no pain. Is it possible? And when I realized that now this is my reality, living without pain, I also realized that every suffered that I suffered came from a story. So everything I was suffering of, lacking of relationship, lacking of friends, lacking of health, lacking of money, lacking of, is just a story that created this suffering in my life. So when I realized that, I'm like a bulldozer. I realized that I was gifted with a gift, okay? And I was researching it, and I took all the classes of this method called access consciousness. It comes from the States. And very soon I realized that there is different way that we can live without pain. We can live without our stories. And when I realized that, I also got it, I also perceived that I have a gift. I can receive really complex awareness, and I can facilitate it with ease. So I couldn't leave all this greatness and all this magic only in my hands. And very soon I chose to practice it and to allow it to others. And a few years later, you came. So thank you for this possibility to share my story and to gift you interesting point of view that you can.
I'm reading tons of books. Still, I think there is a gift in your book. I'm going to ask you a question because I noticed that your teaching is a lot about creating your own reality. How do you think our beliefs and energy shape our relationships with other people?
As you felt also on your body, in your body. When your energy change, when your energy shifts, everything changes, because the reality is not you responding to the reality. The reality responds to you. So what if the only relationship you need to change is the relationship with yourself? And when you change the relationship with yourself, all your surrounding changes as well without effort. Okay? So it's very easy. When you are trying to change others, you always suffer from hate, from problems, from war, from fight. Because when you're trying to change other, actually it comes from the motivation, okay, of not receiving them as they are. And when you project the resistance to their choices, they have to resist you back. It's a natural law. It's called the third law of Newton. Okay, I didn't invent it. Okay, so when we are trying to change our surrounding, we are failing. Okay, we are failing, and then everything becomes hard. And when you change and shift the energy within you, okay, and you become the best friend of yourself by receiving yourself without judging every choice you've chosen in the past, okay, you receive yourself, you see yourself, and then others can see you. Very simple. I'm sorry.
It's so. I love what you said. I'm just gonna jump a little bit and say, I have clients that are looking for their soulmate, their other half. They feel like they're stuck when it comes to, they call it soulmate, and I know you call it another thing. You call it
Tommy, let's stop for a moment. For a moment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not apologizing, okay? I can't hear. And I'm sorry. All this new age bullshit. Soulmates. My other half. Okay? What do you need to add another half if you are whole? The person that you are choosing to be with is something that you are adding to your wholeness. And when you are looking for somebody to complete you, your soulmate, okay, one soulmate, it's actually saying you're rejecting all the rest of the people that can be a contribution to you that you ask for and actualize in your life, but you're not receiving them because they are not your soulmate. Come on,
I
wake
want
up.
to ask you, what do you think is the biggest mistake people make when looking for a partner? And you just answer that before I ask you. I was waiting. I purposely used those words because I know you don't.
I know you know how to blow me up, eh? I only look nice, okay? I can be a bitch when you need me to be, okay? So, anyhow, darling, as I said before, and mind my English, I didn't even prepare my speech in English, so I'm
You.
saying to
It was
myself that I can go into English when even when I didn't speak the language for a long time. So, basically, my darling, your first relationship is with yourself. If you're not a friend of yourself, if you're not receiving yourself, you will not receive others. And you
with.
will never,
I think what you said, it's phenomenal. Just repeat that, please.
okay, again, maybe you repeat me because can never repeat myself the same.
Relationship you have, it's with yourself.
Yes. And when you are not friends with yourself, nobody can be or become your friend. Okay? And you can never expect that other people will find you their friend if you are not a friend of yourself. Okay? So this is your first relationship. So dive deep to your bullshit and see where you are not receiving yourself. Whatever you are lacking of in others is something that you are not willing to receive for yourself. And I will gift you this question, okay, that shifted our relationship. I see your smile because I know you know what I'm going to say. But I'm living with the same my best friend, okay, the same relationship for the last, it's not the same relationship, it's not the correct word. Basically, I'm living with my pair for the last 36 years. 28 years of this relationship, I was thinking and preparing to our divorce. Okay? I think the first time I knew I'm going to divorce him, it was when I was marrying him under the chuppah, if I want to be honest, okay? This relationship was the safe choice, okay, for me. I was raised by myself ever since I'm 13. I'm raising myself, and Adi, my boyfriend, was a safe choice. But all of our life together, I felt that I'm lacking of excitement, lacking of adventure, lacking of romance, lacking of somebody that can run with me to achieve goals in life. Okay. I'm a go getter. I always achieved what I wanted with a big price that I paid. All right. But it felt for me that actually I'm alone. Okay. For most of our relationship, he is the best man that I ever met. Okay. He's my best friend. He was always my best friend, but it was never enough. He was never enough. Okay. And for many, many, many years, I suffered in this relationship, and I was planning to divorce him when I will be 50. Okay. So don't worry, I'm 53. And in the last 5, 6 years, our relationship shifted from 0 to 180 without us going to psychologist or any kind of therapy. Okay. It was only me asking really hard questions and was willing to destroy and uncreate all of my resistance to receive him, okay? Without expecting him to change. Only me destroying and uncreating all of my point of view of who he supposed to be, and through my plans, my visions, my ideas, and my goals, okay? And the question that shifted the whole, all of our relationship upside down was a very simple question. I was asking him, what you are lacking of in our relationship? And very, very soon he was answering, I don't sense that I have any softness and passion. Okay. Now, if he would have said it few years before, I would have said to him, of course, you're not giving it to me. How can I give it to you? Okay. I was blaming him from because of him. Both of us are lacking this kind of sensation, okay, in a relationship. But Sharona now is different, and I'm not blaming nobody else from anything that I'm lacking of. So I was asking, would you like to change it? And he said, what do I have to change? This is your problem. Okay, it's not me. So I asked him to ask me, what am I lacking of in our relationship? Because sometimes you need the question to be heard, okay, in order for it not to come from your mind, okay? It comes even in 2 seconds before your mind can understand it.
Do you mean your higher self, your intuition, your subconscious mind giving you this answer?
Oh, no, 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 Tammy.
So explain. I'm asking, so you explain. What do you mean this?
I will explain. It's what you call into. It's the idea that your body is connected to consciousness. Okay. And when you are asking open question, the consciousness can gift you what lays down below your subconscious that doesn't let you to receive what you want. Okay.
The heart mind connection. Is that what you mean?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Because first came the heart, okay? And then came the bullshit of your mind, okay? And it's kind of a programming, okay, to hold you back in order to save you. But are you really need to be saved? Okay. So when he asked me this question, very short time afterwards, the awareness just popped up as I don't have nobody to run with. And instead of blaming him that I don't have somebody to run with, I was starting to ask me question. What do I mean that I don't have somebody to run with? Okay, what am I resisting to receive that doesn't allow him to run with me? And then it shocked me, Tammy. Okay, I realized that the point of view that I was holding, that I was really proud of, okay, killed my and our relationship. And I found out later that most people have this point of view and then they feel alone and complaining about it, like me. Okay. So the point of view that I was holding ever since I was 13, that in Hebrew it's called im en anili mili. If I don't have myself, I don't have anybody else. So it means, I hope I translate it properly, okay?
Great.
So it means that I have to prove that I can do everything by myself. And if I need to prove that I need to do everything by myself, how can I allow other people to help me? Wow, Tammy, I can remember this moment in time. It was like 5, 6 years ago. And it was like, boom. And I said, never again. Okay. I destroyed and uncreated. It's a it's a process that you experienced, okay? So I destroyed and uncreated this point of view and changed and shifted in me all the places that I found value in proving that I can do it by myself. It was taking something like 5 minutes that I was shifting the energy within myself. And then my husband, my other pair, told me, it doesn't fit the energy of Zugi.
This is Zugi, you know what?
Okay. Zugi in English is like allowing yourself to be in a coupleness. Okay. It's not my other pair. It is us allowing ourselves to be paired. So anyhow, when he saw that I'm not blaming him for the lacking of a friend to run with, he said, okay, do this magic that you do on me as well. And for not more than 5 minutes, I shifted his energy about the unwillingness that he had to receive tenderness, love, care, passion. Okay. And I will tell you the magic that happens the day after. He was like shifted to another person. He came to me, he hugged me, he became romantic, he bought me presents, for 30 years. He didn't buy me a present, not even to Valentine Day, not even when I gave birth to 5 daughters, okay? So everything shifted. He became tender, loving, caring, romantic. And I thought, whoa, what's that? Only because he was resisting to receive it, he couldn't gift it to me, and I couldn't receive it because when he resisted to receive it, I had to resist back. And it doesn't matter who's to blame. It only needs one person to choose different, and he chose it. And then a month later, Tammy, you will be shocked. You know that I told you that I have an architect office, and I was advising my clients ever since 2004 to invest in real estate. And I was asking him that also both of us will invest in real estate. And he said, no, no way. I work in Shuk Hon, stock market and finance and stuff like that. And I'm not going to go into real estate. And then I came to a possibility to invest in Athens, in Greece, and I had the money. Thanks for the question. Okay. So I told him, it was a month afterwards. I told him that I am receiving this possibility and I'm choosing to play with it. and he's willing to join if he wants. And if he doesn't want it, it's okay. I'm gonna do it myself. It didn't took 30 seconds, Tammy. And he said, for the first time in our life together, after I'm begging it to be for 20 years, he said, you know what? It sounds like it's going to be fun to play with you, to invest in real estate. So he couldn't invest with me earlier because I needed to prove that I can do it by myself. And when I was willing to stop holding this point of view, this interesting point of view, and destroy and uncreate it in my world, he was able to join my world as well.
To take responsibility, 100% responsibility for your part, shift the mindset to find where it started, shift it, and then ask the open question that's gonna better serve you in what you actually want, and let
Yeah.
go of the resistance. You often talk about how we resisting something that we want so badly, so the other half it's also resisting, the other partner, whoever it is. I witnessed that last night with my daughter. I have to tell you, I just did simple thing. Thank you, sorry, 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 thank you, thank you. I did a oponopono in a way. And this morning she texted me, I just want to spend time alone with you. I was thinking that she wanted a big party for her birthday. We talk about relationships, even with my daughter. And I want a big party, big party. I thought I know what she needs. Because this is what I want. She said, I just want alone time with you and dad and my sister. That's it. Simple. And I said, okay, let go, because when we stop resisting we get everything that we want easily and effortlessly. And this is a part of your teaching too, so I just wanted to bring it up because many of us carry so much pain from our relationships. So how can release old pain? Because you were talking about something that, an idea, an agreement that you had when you were 13, and you were carrying it into your relationship for almost 3 decades.
Four. Yeah.
Almost
Three,
four.
four. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, within your relationship with your husband, your other zuki, your partner, for 10 years with the same person.
Who counts? It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. But we talk about how we can open this idea so people enjoy their relationship, enjoy the time with themselves.
So, first of all, just realize that everything you are lacking of, it is only something that you are resisted to receive. And just ask yourself, with the idea of something that you feel that you don't have, what resistance do I have to receive it? And and I say it, in Hebrew, look at your, in Hebrew, yes, להסתכל בלבן של העיניים. Look at the, it's like the white in your eyes, okay? Look at the light. Look at where the bullshit lays. Where it is heavy, it's a lie. Where it is light, it's your truth. Okay? So look at it and be honest with yourself and see what kind of a resistance you have to receive it. Because when you have resistance, you will never have it. But when you will be willing to receive it, your resistance, you will have even more. Okay? So the idea of looking at relationship, first of all, we need to realize that every relationship is a fight. Okay? Because it's in relation to, okay? It's this comparison, it's relation in relation to. So whenever you need to compare something, you always feel that you are less. And then you need to prove that you are right. Okay? And when you try to prove that you are right, you basically saying that the other side is not right. And what if everybody is right from their point of view? What is the argument here? So what if instead fighting and proving who is right, who's the biggest, who's the smartest, who has more money, who has more achievement? Instead of that, just ask, what can I choose that will create more for all of us? Okay? Open question, open a brand new field of possibilities that can actualize differently for yourself only because you ask for it. Okay? So there is no soulmate. There is no other half because you are whole and you can always choose who can contribute to you as a gift. And I will gift you my question, okay? That after I shifted every part of my relationship that I felt lack of, and I was willing to receive this resistance, and everything changed in every aspect, also in sex, okay? Not only in relationship, also in sex, money, and everything. Ever since then, I realized that the most important time that we have is the time with ourselves. Because when you are whole and you are in honor to yourself, and when you trust yourself, and when you are in allowance to yourself, and when you are thankful to yourself, and when you are vulnerable with yourself, when you have these five sensations within yourself, you are needless. You don't need anybody else. And when you start to walk upon earth needless, you suddenly realize that everybody wants to be with you. And then you need to choose. And then please choose from the question, if I will choose to be with you right now, will it create more than the time that I will be with myself? I will say it again, okay? When you are thinking of being in touch with somebody, in a romantic relationship or partnership relationship, any kind of relationship. When you come, first of all, from honoring your time, it means that you are only allowing to add to your time people that will expand you. Okay? So the question is, if I'm going to choose to be with you right now, Tammy, this is the question that I asked when you offered me to interview me in this podcast. So I asked myself, if I invest my time with you right now, will it create more that I can create with myself at this moment? And when I perceive yes, I'm totally in with you, even in English, even though I didn't prepare it, okay? So the whole idea is that honor your time, because this moment will never come back. And the only time which is real is now. So when you invest in your now, okay, invest in your value, only meeting people that will add for your expansion, okay, you will be expanded and they are going to be expanded.
You explained it perfectly. So how we can hope, it's a new era, it's a new generation. We have a lot of social media, there are apps all over. I hear a lot from women that guys are not approaching me, I have to approach the guy. Like the system changed. What do you suggest for people who are so desperate to find their soulmate?
Okay, so first of all, as I said, I'm not going to repeat it, we said it before. Be Honor yourself, okay? Honor yourself. And honor, and for me this is intimacy. Intimacy is not with other person. Intimacy is not through sex. Intimacy is not through love. Intimacy for me is honor myself and stop judging myself, okay? Trust myself. When I'm asking something, I will always receive greater, okay? So I have to choose choices that expands my heart, okay? So when I choose choices that expand my heart, I trust myself that I receive it with no judgment, okay? And then allowing you to be stupid, okay? Allowing other to be stupid, allow the stupid to die stupid. Stop taking responsibility of others, and by taking responsibility of others, they cannot choose to take responsibility about themselves because you're resisting them. So allow the stupid to die stupid, okay? And allow yourself to be your choices that expands you.
Basically, you're saying stop focusing on what's lacking.
Yes, but because there is no lacking. If you look at the glass, okay, and tell me how much more water or how much empty is it,
Little empty, more full.
okay? So every answer that you will give me that will say about the quantity, you are wrong because this glass is always full with water and energy. Okay, this is the quality. Okay, energy of water and energy of space. So there is no lacking, and when you are trying to fulfill your lackiness, you achieve more, more, and more, and you still feel lacking. Okay,
Everything is energy, and what you're saying is that you're basically raising your vibration, your energy, by honoring and valuing your time and yourself.
your time and yourself and receiving yourself. And I do it with 5 words. That's it. Okay, honor, trust, allowance, vulnerability, and thanks. Toda. Thanks. Okay? Because when you are honoring yourself, you trust yourself, you are allowing yourself to be vulnerable because nobody can hurt you. Because when you are powerful, nobody can take your, how do you say otzma in, as you see, I'm trying to vibrate the words in Hebrew into English, and sometimes it doesn't work as fast.
So
It took me half a year to translate my book to English with an English translator that was arguing with me that my English is not English. And I said, your English doesn't serve the purpose, so we need to invent a new one. Okay. So when I'm saying otzma, try to sense the energy because it's not, the first language is energy, okay? And nobody can take the otzma from you. Nobody, unless you give it to others, okay?
our power, the energy of our essence, we're talking about the essence, it's the mahut.
It's the essence of the God within you, okay? Nobody can take your mightiness, okay? You can only give it to others, okay? So when you are playing in this beautiful life game, okay, as God, nobody can take your strength from you, okay? So there is no need to be worried about somebody that will hurt you.
The strength, exactly. But when you're referring to God, having God within us, you mean we are not God, we're godlike. We are human that have godlike qualities.
We are, no, 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 darling. We are 100% God material, okay? We
Yes,
are not the holy, mighty God, but we are 100% God material. And as God or goddess, okay, nobody can take our strength from us, okay? And
absolutely.
when you will walk upon earth, sensing yourself as God, nobody can take your strength and nobody can hurt you. So allow yourself to be vulnerable, okay? Vulnerability. And the last word is thank yourself because you are the gift of God. You are the gift to the universe. If you are here, universe asked you, okay? Ask you to be just the way you are. What if everything is all right with you just the way you are? And when you are looking for relationship, choose to add people that will, how do you say, that will strengthen your intimacy with yourself. Okay? So I have also the book that you read also in English in Amazon. I will send you the link
Yeah, yeah.
for
I bought the Hebrew because I read everything in Hebrew and I love Hebrew. But please send the English and I will put it in the show notes because this book is powerful and I'm not joking. People see me carrying it to the gym. I was recently in San Diego. I took it for the weekend. I took it with me to Cancun, to Costa Rica.
traveling more than me.
Yeah, I'm reading it because we think that we get things, but sometimes the subconscious mind resists the change.
Sometimes,
Yes,
always.
always.
From, because he's programmed to survival mode. And when you are on survival mode, okay, he take the responsibility on you that you will survive. Okay? But surviving is allowing yourself to receive less, not greater, not more. And from this program, he will always put you on resistance to something new that you don't have. Because on the something new that you don't have, he cannot control your survival mode
And
because he doesn't know it yet.
exactly. And you have a trick, and I love your trick. It's like a comedy to my heart when you do that. I love your trick. Can you tell the listeners what you do when this voice comes and tell you that you're stupid, you don't know, maybe it's not safe for you, don't do that, be careful. Or I have a thing that I always was afraid to look stupid. And so I always thought that people was telling me that I'm beautiful, but I never listened to that because I was like, if you're beautiful, you cannot be smart. I rather be smart. I didn't allow my light to shine until recent years after going through so many courses and classes. And I'm like, just be you. Stop all of that BS. So I understand that. No one ever saw me with glasses because my mom told me when I was 15, no one gonna marry you because people wear glasses, they're blind. And I believed her. This is the misconception that we just take in as kids, as young adults, and we don't question them. And now it's like, I'm willing to be the most.
Approach. Wait. Let's go step by step, okay?
Absolutely. Let's go to the thing that you do with the shut up, with Systemita Fair. I love that.
First of all, you need to know that there is no solution to this voice, okay? You cannot solve it, okay? Because you created it. And there is no, for your subconscious, there is no benefit of solving it, okay? Because this is the way it controls you. So the only thing you can do is to shut the fuck up, okay? Say, shut the fuck up. And then when you have 2 seconds of, okay, you were shocked from yourself and he was shocked from you, say, what else is possible here? Because you cannot solve it. And when you are trying to solve your problems, you put your focus on your problem and it grows. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Okay? So instead of listening to this voice, sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up. Okay? Stemi in Hebrew. Shut the fuck up. And then ask what else is possible. Second tool is to realize that everything is just an interesting point of view. So let's take, for example, the idea of your mom planted in your mind that a man wouldn't marry a woman with glasses. Okay? So I'm going to be your subconscious or your mom, and I'm going to tell it to you. You will never be married because you have glasses. Okay? And when I'm saying it to you, you repeat after me. Just be with me till the end of the process. Okay? Repeat after me 3 times. Interesting point of view. It's only an interesting point of view. Say it.
It's interesting point of view. It's only interesting point of view. It's only interesting point of view.
Interesting point of view. It's only an interesting point of view. Say
And
it.
just it's only interesting point of view. It's only interesting point of view. It's only interesting point of view. And I have to tell you, just saying it, there is a pick in my heart that just opened.
Okay, good. Now we go into this peak, okay? 2 seconds of taking your breath again, okay? And then you repeat after me. I'm going to say it again, okay? You're never going to be married because you have glasses, okay? Sense the idea now. Does it feel the same or something shifted?
I am contracting when you said that, even though I
Okay.
for
But
almost
is it the same contraction or it's a little bit less?
it's much less.
Let's go to the second phase. Everything in a process takes 3 phases, okay? The second phase, you say, interesting point of view that my mom has this point of view,
Interesting point of view that my mom had this point of view.
okay? And now you say, because it was contracting you as well, you say, interesting point of view that I have this point of view.
Interesting point of view that I had this point of view.
How does it feel right now? What kind of sensation you have in your body?
I feel like I tapped into something that was hidden because I was resisting it for so many years.
Okay, but now, do you sense construction or expansion?
I feel expansion and acceptance that I don't care.
You see, in 20 seconds, now the third phase, take a deep breath, look at this stupid point of view, okay? You will never be married because you have glasses, okay? And I'm going to ask you a question. Truth. What is your truth?
Truth, what is my truth? I look smart.
Ah, you see? So when you are following the footsteps of your mother point of view, you are not you and you don't live your life, your journey, okay? You are absence. And now tell me, do you feel, do you sense, it's not a feeling, it's a sensation. Do you sense that you are more at the now, present?
Honestly, I feel the emet, which is we say the truth, that I am in my body, congruent with my mind, mouth, and heart. I'm saying here my truth. For me, it's a yes.
Okay, so you see, if you are not relating to to the point of view, okay, and by these three simple phases, okay, you become not attached to for it, then you can find your own truth.
And I noticed something else. It's like you crack the drama, the trauma. I got married when I was 21 years old. I married almost for 30 years. Like, what was that? Like, that just shows how it wasn't right. It was false to begin with.
The truth is that a man married you, so everything else is just a bullshit, okay? So that's the whole idea that we are suffering from our own point of view. And when we find out that this is not our point of view, so it's you cannot solve it, okay? You are trying to solve problems which are not yours to solve.
I think whoever is listening and watching that, I think gonna benefit from just watch your videos, watch it, whatever it is that you're talking about. I'm not gonna say your method anymore and your teaching because you said you're not a teacher, but you are a leader. I want to tell you that because I have been taking classes and courses from a lot of people, and I see when it's leading and it's transformative because, like you said, it's three phases, but also transformation start with the truth, which you're big on. It's the mahut, the essence of what it is. Finding it, like you took me through the process right now, and the fourth one is it's the omic, it's the depth of it. What you do because I'm big on going and diving into the root cause of the thing and looking at that, clearing it, and coming new and being done with that, keeping it easy and simple. What you do, it's magic. You said yourself you're a magician and you're so much more than words can describe. I'm going to put in the show note where they can find you. For me, I love reading books, but when I watch your videos, it's like on a loop. When I'm cooking, I'm walking because it's tools for life that can transform people's relationship, money, sex, health, so much more. You want to tell us where they can find you?
So basically, most of my materials are still in Hebrew, but I also have like 10 or 11 chapters in English in my podcast that called Waking Up with Sharona. I created this like at the beginning of the Kukurona, the Corona, I call it Kukurona pandemic. So I have like 10 or 11 episodes in English. There is also my book in Amazon. I don't remember the name of it in English because they changed the name.
You
Always receive. No, it's not the same like in Hebrew. It's like always ask for more, something like that. Always ask more or greater. We had an argument about the name in English, but I will send you the link for it in Amazon. And I can also facilitate it for in a private sessions when you approach me and ask for me. And if you will create a group of people that speaks English, I will be more than willing and happy to facilitate my class of the 5 keys of living a hopeful life and living also in English for the first time. So if you would like that, I would be happy to create it with you. Just ask for it.
What is more possible for us?
How does it get any better than that, eh?
Wow, how can it get better than that? Yes, that's the question that we ask every morning, every night, every 5 minutes. What more possible for us to expand? Everything is energy. What can we do more that will expand and make us happier and bring more to the world? Because we are beautiful creation. What you created, Sharona, it's beautiful. And this conversation has been such a beautiful and amazing conversation. I love your energy and wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I know our listeners will take so much from this. And I'm going to put all the information about your book on Amazon and everything for everyone who's listening to get to know you better. And I can't wait to start a group with you so people can study that in English, to trust themselves, to open their heart and keep believing in what more possible.
Amazing. I'm open for every possibility and every question and every thing that you will ask for. If it will expand my heart, I'm with you all the way through. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
So thank you very much from Israel.
Thank you.
If you're curious and want to dive deeper, you are in the right space. I ask you to look within for all the things that you want to do, be, and have. Join me at the Baggage Begun Healing Hearts and Minds podcast with new episodes every Wednesday as we discover the path towards healing and transformation.